Hi, my name is Ziping. So for our group, we are doing the JavaScript loop. So before we get into some of the example, I will give you a brief introduction about what is JavaScript loop. So a JavaScript loop, it is used to repeatedly run a block of code until a certain condition is met. For example here, I want to print out the word group 14 for 3 times. Then I will need to call the function 3 times to print it out 3 times. So it will be troublesome for us if we need to print out like 10 times, 20 times, 50 times. So that's when the for loop is coming handy. So we use the for loop function, and inside the bracket here, I put the initialization and condition, and also the increment for the counter, the initialization. So from here, the condition, I put it I less than 3. That means that it will stop when the i's become 3 or more than 3. So here, the statement is I print out the group 14. So from here, as it print out one time here, the I will become 1. The second time, it will become 2. Third time, it will become 3. So as you can see, it stopped at the 3. Because the I already not less than 3, then it will stop, which is the one we needed because we want to print it out 3 times. So this is same as the when we call the function 3 times. We just let the for loop to call it for us. So there are 2 types of JavaScript loop, which is while loop and for loop. So a for loop, the condition is tested at the beginning of the loop, and if the condition is true, then only the statement inside the loop will be executed, else it will jump out of the loop. So the for loop, for example here, we initialize the I into 0 and the condition 4. And also this is the update counter for the initialization. So inside the statement, I put it to print out the group 14, and here the output. So because the condition is 4, so it will call the statement 4 times. So each time it will calculate as 1. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. So as you can see, it call out 4 times. So next, there are 2 types of while loop, which is while loop and do while loop. So the while loop is same as for loop. The condition is tested at the beginning, and if the condition is true, the statement will be executed, else it will jump out of the loop. In the do while loop, the condition is tested at the end of the loop. So the do while loop execute the statement in the code block at least once, even if the condition is false. So for the while loop, example here, I initialize the I as 1, as 0. So I put it into the while loop statement here. This is the statement, and this is the update counter. So here in the bracket, I put it I less than 3. So it will print out it will call the function 3 times. So from here, you can see, because here I put 3, so it will call out 3 times. So if I put 4, then it will call out 4 times. So next, in the do while loop, I also let the I initialize into 0. And for here, we put do here, and inside the bracket, we put the statement and update counter. And at the last, we put the while and also the condition here inside the bracket. So I less than 5, then that means it will call out the function 5 times. So from here, I call out this statement for 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that is the introduction. Thank you.
Okay, so in this video, I will explain about the while loop and also do while loop here. Okay, we go for the while loop first. So we have a variable here, which is I equal to 0, and we have a while loop function here with the condition and also the statement of the while loop, and also we have a body here. Okay, so we take a look about the example. Okay, we can see the example is with the statement of the while loop and also the body part, because the condition is correct, because now the I is is equal to 0, I is equal to 0, so which means the condition is correct. 0 is lower than 10. So if we come out this statement, so in this statement we have the number now is I. So I equal to 0. So I here we start from 0. Okay, then we will display the statement until 10 because we're using uh, a lower equal to 10. So when it's go for 11, then it's wrong for the condition. So we will stop the while loop, then we go for this part. Okay, so this is the correct condition example because I is start from 0. So we add something now to let the user decide the value of I. So we refresh the page. Okay, so now this is the condition lower equal to 10. Okay, so I type here equal lower equal than 10. So refresh again. Okay, lower equal than 10. So the condition now is lower equal than 10. So we type 3, which is correct for the condition. Okay, press enter. So we come up this statement. Okay, the number now is the I value. The I value just now we type is 3. So we come up the statement because the condition is correct. Okay, then and the value part go for the other parts. Okay, now we try take a look about the wrong condition 30. Okay, the condition is not correct now because 30 just now we type is bigger than 10. So it won't come up this statement. We just end the while loop and the while loop part. Just go through the other side. Okay, so this is what I know about while loop. Start here, check the condition. If the condition is correct, come out this statement and while loop, go for the other parts. If the condition is not correct and the while loop, okay, won't come out this statement, then go for the other part. Okay, then this is for while loop part. We go for while loop part now. Okay, so this is the while loop part. We have a few variables here: choice, phone number, payment, and also the method of payment. Okay, so take a look about the example here. Okay, so this is the um, okay, so now we go for the while loop part. Okay, so we have few variables here, which is choice, phone number, payment, and also the payment method. Okay, so this is the while loop function here, do while. Okay, so this is the data that we need to insert later, and then this will be the output. Okay, then this also. Okay, so this is the condition for the do while loop. Okay, so we take a look about the example first. Okay, so do while loop. Okay, so the data we need to insert here: postpay number, payment amount, and also the method. Okay, number here type anything, any number. Okay, amount, and also method. Okay, okay, then after we insert those data, then it will go through this. Then you want to check the condition now. So the condition is y or the capital letters of y. So this is the or in this coding. So this equal to r or. Okay, so y. Okay, then it will continue for this function here because the condition is correct. Okay, then type again, we key in again any things, any numbers, amount, bank. So now we take a look about the wrong condition example. So beside y or the capital letters of y, okay, you type n here. Okay, if you want to continue this function, you will just display this output, this statement. Okay, display the two statement that we just key in just now. Okay, then it will end up here. Okay, so Yeah, this is the while loop. So it only do this while the condition is correct. Okay, so yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Angji. In this video, I'm going to introduce the for loop in JavaScript. And I will use the for loop in JavaScript to do a multiplication system. So first, we will ask the user to enter the number that want to multiply. And second, we will ask how many times we want to multiply the number we entered just now. So the for loop will loop, let's say we enter number 5 and we want to multiply it for 6 times. So the answer is 30. And the theory is the system will loop as I equal to 0 and the times we entered just now is 6. So I equal to 0 and it keeps looping I plus plus. So it will multiply 6 times because it starts from 0 and it will stop looping when the I equal to 5. So the answer of 5 multiplied 6 times is 30. That's all my video to introduce the for loop. Thank you.
Hi, I am Lam Yitan and I want go to present the for loop part. This example 2 for the for loop. We have the variable student name, student ID, and the I. This is the for loop. The data I equal 0 and I lower than 3, I plus plus, and the student name from enter student name, student ID from enter the student ID, and next for loop I equal 0, also I lower than 3, I plus plus. This statement for the output. We see the example. This we enter the student name, my name Nam Yitan, and the student ID, and then second the student name, then second the student ID, also the last student name. And this is the output for the for loop. This is my for loop example part. Thank you.